All right, let's talk about the future. If you're thinking about 2026 and want to make it your year, then you are in exactly the right spot. We're going to break down 6 really powerful, low investment online business ideas you can actually start today, all based on some great insights from HBA Services.
Okay, so here's the game plan. First, and honestly, this is the most important part, we're going to talk about mindset. Then, we'll dive into the cool new tech, figure out how to make money from skills you already have, look at building your own online store, and even selling stuff for other people. And at the very end, we'll reveal the one key that ties all of this together.
So before we jump into all the cool business ideas, we have to talk about something even more fundamental: the how. Because look, our source is really clear on this. There's one single factor that pretty much decides if you're going to succeed or fail.
And here it is. This is the core message. It translates to you need at least 6 months. And that's the whole ballgame right there. The big takeaway is that this isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a lottery ticket. This is for people who are serious, who are disciplined, and who are actually ready to commit to something for the long haul. Yeah, just let that number sink in for a second. 6 months. Think of that as your minimum runway. And it's not about just sitting around and waiting. It's about actively learning, building, grinding, and pushing through all those early struggles until you start to see real results. It's just, being realistic about what it takes. All right, with that mindset in place, let's get into our first business idea. And we are starting right on the cutting edge. We're talking about artificial intelligence.
So, I know you've been hearing about AI everywhere, right? It's all over the place, but this isn't just hype. We're talking about a real solid business model here. The idea is simple. You help other companies solve their problems by making them faster and more efficient using AI tools.
And what's really cool is there are basically 2 ways you can go about this. Path 1, you take the skills you already have, let's say you're a designer, and you use AI to just supercharge them, become 10 times better. Or path 2, you start a whole new business from the ground up where your main service is offering AI automation to other businesses. Okay, let's move on. Next up, we've got 2 classic but still super powerful ways to build a business around what you already know how to do. Now, this is a really important choice you have to make. On one hand, you've got freelancing. That's a one-to-one thing. You do work, you get paid. Great for immediate cash. On the other hand, you have content creation. That's more of a long game. It's a one-to-many model, where you put in the work up front to build a brand and an audience, and then you can make money from it in all sorts of ways down the road. So if you're leaning towards freelancing, our source lays out a really simple 3-step formula for success. And listen, it's not just about being good at what you do. It's about being a great communicator and, crucially, picking a very specific niche, a specific type of client to serve. And this quote, man, it just nails it. On the internet, it will only sell if it is seen. It doesn't matter if you're the best freelancer or the most creative content creator in the world. If nobody sees your stuff, it doesn't count. Online visibility is everything. It is the business. Okay, let's switch gears a bit. We've talked about services. Now let's talk about selling products. And online, that really boils down to 2 big buckets: selling physical stuff you can actually hold and selling digital stuff you can't. And this is the fundamental difference, right? With physical products, your biggest headache is logistics. Inventory, packing, shipping. With digital products, your biggest challenge is just getting the word out, marketing. But the reward, the upside, is insane scale. I mean, you make something one time and you can sell it 1,000 times, 10,000 times with basically zero extra cost. And just look at the options here. This isn't just for software developers. Not at all. Are you good with photography? You can sell photo presets. Are you super organized? Sell Notion templates. The whole idea is to take your expertise and package it into something valuable that people can download. Okay, so maybe you're thinking, I like the idea of selling, but I really don't want the headache of creating my own product. If that's you, then you're going to love this next business model. It's built for you. It's called affiliate marketing, and it's actually beautifully simple. You basically become a commission-based marketer for other companies. You find products you genuinely like, you promote them, and every time someone buys through your special link, you get a piece of the sale. That's it. And think about why this works so well. It's a total win-win. The company gets a new customer they might never have found on their own, so of course they're happy to pay you a commission. You're bringing them the one thing every single business on the planet wants: a paying customer. So we've covered a ton of ground, right? We've gone from AI agencies to freelancing to digital products to affiliate marketing. But what's the one thing they all have in common? Our source makes this brilliant point that there's one single skill that connects all of these ideas.
And that skill is sales. It all comes down to sales. It doesn't matter if you're selling an AI service, your own video editing skills, a digital course, or someone else's product. At the end of the day, you have to know how to sell. That is the master skill.
And this brings us right back to where we started, doesn't it? That whole 6-month commitment. Now you get why that's so important. Learning how to sell, building an audience, creating a product, none of that happens in a week. All these paths reward patience and dedication over that realistic time frame. So there you have it. The map for 2026 is laid out right in front of you. The blueprint is clear. The only question left is, which one of these paths are you going to commit to?